Now in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create this website, okay? And this is not really that difficult. First, I'm going to show you the full preview of this, and then what I'm going to show you is how to create different sections of this website. So most of this is pretty simple, like the text and changing background color and all of that, but the specific stuff that you might have some problems with, I'll be showing you how you can add those in. So I'm going to go over all of this project and show you how I've added different things in this website, like the glass that you're seeing in the corner and other stuff like that. So let's get started. So before we get started, I just want to show you the full preview of the website. So this is the home section. You can see there is like this border effect right here, and then you have the nav bar and the other cards as well. Next, you have this overview section, which is just some text and some things about the car. Next is this kind of preview type of video that will play when you click this button. And I'll be showing you how to make this glass effect. Next is the interior, and I'll be showing you how to make all this glass type of pop-outs. Okay. And then we have the gallery, in which it's just different images in a grid. Okay. After that, we have the FAQ, and that's basically just some questions that you can just toggle through. And I won't be adding the toggle effects, it's just preview in a sense. And then we have the footer. So I'll be showing you how to the difficult parts of this, but you have to make all of this yourself. I'm more gonna give you an understanding of how to do all of this. So let's get started. So let's start with the hero section. Here I'm going to show you how I've made all of these things. So the first thing is the logo, and that's just an image, by the way. That's just something you can get for any company and just add it in this. Okay. Next is the background, and this is basically just a video that will play, but I've just added an image for now as a placeholder. And these are also images. I've just rounded the corner and I added a border to this. And each of these is basically showing the car from different angles. Next is this card right here, and it's pretty straightforward. As you can see, this is the shape that I've used. It's a square. And if you go here, I've rounded the corners, and this is the button. And this is the text for that. And you can position the text according to however you want. And then the whole shape, to add the glass effect, I've basically added a gradient here. Okay. And adding a gradient is simple. I've also added some padding in this as well because I've made it into a layout. Okay, you can click the corner icon up there and it will make it into a layout, and then you can align everything accordingly. And to add a gradient background, you choose the second option after you selected a white color, and then you can add these colors or just mess around with this and just align everything correctly. And then you just change the opacity as well, and you mess around with the effects to get a background blur first. So let me just show you what it is like with and without the background blur. And as you can see, if I just move it here, you can see this. And now if I add this, you can see there is now a blurred background. That's how the background blur works. And for the images, it's basically just very simple. I've just added a border drop shadow, and that's it. And all this is basically just a image. So, and I ended up grouping everything so that it would stay within the mask, okay? And then we have a nav bar right here and this text. So the text is very simple. You just write a text and then you just rotate it like so. And then afterwards, it will look like this. And then you can just change the color and remove the fill, add a stroke. And the stroke is what is giving this effect to it, okay? And that's how you make this whole section. Now, making the nav bar is simple, but adding this rounded shape to it is a little bit technical, but is very simple at the same time, I feel like. So all you need to do is basically create a shape first. And let me just So let me just type some text in, and then let me just create a shape, add a few things in this. Let me just group both of these. Then let me just change the color. Let me change the color for the text as well. Now to create this effect, first I'm just gonna drag this out a little bit. And what you're gonna do is double click this. By double clicking this, you can now use the pen tool, and you're just gonna add some joins into this. Okay, so click both of these to add the joins, and now select the joins. Okay, and you can move these around as you can see. Now I want you to drag this one out, and you can also just use the arrow keys to drag it out a little bit. I've just done it 3 times, and take this anchor point and just move it up, and do the same for this. Now that that is done, I'm just going to click the anchor points and round it using this. So you can mess around with this according to what you need. Here we go. But I think this is a little too much, so I'm just going to lessen it. Now I think this is a good number. So I'm just going to, I want to get it close to what we have here. So I'm going to select this and drag it out a little bit more. And as you can see, now we have that curve. And it's basically the same to make all of this. And you can, as you can see, this is just something separate that you can just drag out as well. You just attach it to the top, and it gives that illusion basically that it's a part of the background. That's how you do this. Now, as you can see, this one is very simple. It's just a shape that you can just create. Okay, it's just a square, and you just add some text, and you can mess around with the fonts to get this one. And all of these are basically just things that I've grouped together. Okay, it's just text. And I used a layout, align all of these, like as you can see, like this, as you can see. And each of these has a line inside of it. Okay. And I'm using the layout. So first you can just group all of this and then just click this button. Okay, it just creates a frame. And then you can just add these lines in. It will arrange everything evenly. And you can use this to create the lines. And that's how you get this. Now creating this section is very simple, but I'll start with the button first. So in this, you have text, and I don't think I need to explain that one. But to create this, you need to first use a shape, okay? Create a shape, and then just round the corners, and then just add a color, turn it into a gradient like this, okay? You can mess around with some colors to get what you want, okay? And then you change the opacity accordingly. And you can round the corners like this, and then just add a border like this, and there you go, you have this. But now you still need to add that blurred effect, right? So it is very close right now, but you still need to do a few more things. So the text is very simple, and if you want to keep it simple like this one, all you need to do is you can, instead of using a gradient, you can just do a white background with opacity like this, and then just add a effect of background blur. And add a blur of 40, and that's it. You get the same button effect, and just add some text in. For the interior, it's basically the same. All I've done is create the same thing, but use the line tool to create these lines, okay? And just attach those to the same type of button effect that I showed you above. Now, all of these are images, okay? As you can see, I've grouped all of them together. That's how you make this grid effect, okay? And you basically just select all of these. Then you can mess around with the layout settings, okay? First group all of these, and then afterwards just click top right corner of the layout section and it will turn it into a layout, and then you can just mess around with this to adjust them. That's it. Now the FAQ section is very simple. All I've done is create a shape, and this is another shape and they have text inside of them. So that's basically what this is. But inside of this is another shape that has some text. Okay, that's how I made this. I've rounded the corners for each of these, as you can see, and each of them has some text. And I'm using layout for each of these so that I can rearrange them accordingly to the left or right. And since I'm using a layout, it's auto arrange them for me by clicking this icon, selecting all of this, grouping this, and then clicking that icon. That's how I'm making this all stacked together. And I'm using a layout here as well. That's why to create one of these tabs, all you need to do is create a shape and then just add some text into them. And as you can see, you can align them accordingly because I made this into a layout, and you can add some padding above, below, and to the sides, and that's how you make this section. Now everything else in this footer section is very self-explanatory. All I've done is create a shape just like I did above, and then I just added all of these things. These are just icons you can get using any plugin. And if I show you, I've used the Font Awesome plugin right here, and you can just get these easily and just add them in and just add a shape around them to create this. You can just group them together. After that, you just make this. I'm just grabbing the navbar from the top and just adding that in this, all of the links from that. And then I'm adding a logo and then this big text. So how do I make this? This is very simple. Just create the text, make it increase the size, okay? Increase the size and then just add a gradient to this. The gradient is the second option. And then you just make the opacity 0 and you have to make it similar to the background color, okay? Or you can just mess around with some colors as well to make it a design of some kind. Then you can just mess around with this. I like this one, so I just made it like this. So that's how you make this. And you can just use the eyedropper tool to select the background as well if you're not sure what the color actually is for the lower part. The upper part needs to be a higher color, okay? And then you can just mess around with the opacity as well. As you can see, if you change the opacity, you can make it lighter or darker to blend it in with the background more. Now I am going to show you in the next tutorial how to make this loading screen, but I want to show you first how this will look like. So just to give you a preview, select this and then I'm going to click the preview button. So you'll see I've added a click trigger. That's why it's doing it like this, but what would happen is it would automatically load. So this is how the loading effect for the loading screen will work. In the next tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this loading screen. But for now, this is it for this tutorial. I hope you like this one. Like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.